Well, what will people think if I do that? What's it matter what they think? It don't matter what they think. You have your life to live, and you need to live your life for you. I find it amazing that sometimes that you think you are the only person that feels the way that you feel. But then you find people everywhere that you can relate to, and then they can relate to you. Hello, everyone. My name's Jeff, and I just want to share a little bit of some things with you today. And maybe we can relate to one another. You let me know in the comment below if you can relate to any of this. But when I was growing up, I was very backwards as a child. I didn't make friends real easy. When I made friends, I was a genuine friend to them, and I'm still that way as an adult. I try to be, the best friend I can be to the people that surround me, but I don't meet people well, and I never have. And I've always been kind of backwards in that. And I've always felt like somebody was always watching me and everything that I've done. When you're doing something, you're really good at it, but if somebody's watching you do it, you'll mess up every time. Kind of that, that type person. I've always been the type person, I've never wanted to let anybody down. I've always wanted to be the best that I could be. And when I was younger, I didn't really understand corrective criticism. And when somebody was correcting me or trying to show me how to do something, I took that personally. But then, as I got older, I realized that, they're really not telling me I'm doing anything wrong. They're just trying to show me how to do something better and easier and to, be more effective in what I'm doing. And I have tried a lot of different things, but I have been afraid to try a lot of different things in life as well because of the fear of failure and the fear of what somebody would think if I tried something. Because, people are very opinionated about things that they really have no business putting their nose in. Sometimes you may bring up an idea or something and be sharing it with someone, and they may say, I've tried that before and I failed, or you better be careful with that. And I can catch myself sometimes saying the same things to people, but you know what? If we're not trying to do things, we don't know whether we're capable of doing them or not. And, I'm really big about, this thing stuck in the back of my mind. Well, I wonder if I would have been able to succeed in something. But I really have to say that fear has been the biggest holdback in my life about trying certain things. I guess that's the reason I go and work a job for somebody else every day. But there is something inside of me that I shared in my last video that just is always pulling, that I feel like that I can be more and do more. Well, I'm fixing to be 55 years old in July. And time is not, exactly on my side as far as the time span I have left in my life. But I will say this, I have a little wood shop in my backyard, and I have made some money through that. And I've picked up some, side jobs and different things that I've done to make extra money and do things through that. But I can't help but think about, back when I was younger and I had this desire to step out on my own and try some different things and do different things, what I could have become of that. But that's in the past, and I'm where I am today. And so, I think it's very easy for people that's, 40, 45 and up, 45 up especially, and you hit 50, and you begin to realize that life is short and life is passing us by at a really high speed, and it's definitely not slowing down at all for us. But we reach a point sometimes that, there's things that we haven't done that we would like to do and we'd like to accomplish. And we put those things off, and then we put them off again, and we put them off again. But the only way that anything that we ever want to do is going to happen is we just got to take action, and we got to get in there, and we've got to put that foot forward to make it happen. Because to me, the more that we do as we get older, we continue to grow ourselves as a person. We make ourselves more valuable. We have more wisdom to share, more knowledge to share with other people, and in these skills and the things that we do. And also, you know, when we finally take that step to do something that we've always wanted to do, that itch that we've always had, we step out in that and we begin to see some results from that, it feels good. You know, I don't know probably how many of y'all are watching this that have picked up a guitar, or you sit down at the piano sometime in your life. You know just a little bit. You can pick out 3 or 4 little songs, or 3 or 4 good runs, or different things like that, and you know a few keys here and there. And you really like the instrument, but you never have took the time to pursue to really learn and to really make really good music with that instrument. Well, it doesn't just have to be an instrument itself. It can also be, you know, a project that you have. You have a car that's sitting out in your barn somewhere that has a tarp on it, or that you have started working on, or I'm going to fix it up one of these days, and you never have took the incentive to do that. Or maybe it's just, maybe it's a class, or maybe a GED that you want to get, that you never finished your high school degree, and you feel that sense of emptiness in that, and you think, well, I'm doing fine in life, but I wished I would have got my diploma, or wished I'd went ahead and got my GED. Well, it's not too late. You can still go ahead and do those kind of things. Well, what will people think if I do that? What's it matter what they think? It don't matter what they think. You have your life to live, and you need to live your life for you. Don't live your life according to what you think everybody else thinks and the way that you should live it. Oh yeah, we should be great moral people, yes. I'm not talking about just the moral things of us as people, but I'm talking about the things that you feel and the passions that you feel and that you want. You know, there's so many people our age that have gave ourselves to other people for so long. If you're married and you've raised kids and you've had to sacrifice for other people for a long time. If you've had kids, you've had to lay, you know, things that you want to do aside for a long time. Hobbies that you had at one time, whether it's fishing or hiking or whatever it may be, that you haven't got to do for a long time because you've been pouring yourself into other things and other people for so long. Maybe it's time that you, for yourself, pursue those things once again. Because I have done that for so long, and I still have kids at home. I still have 2 in high school and 1 in college. And I have poured a lot of my time, and I have to pour a lot of myself into being the responsible father and taking care of my family. But as they've gotten older and they are more independent, and I'm able to do some stuff for myself that I haven't done in a long time, I'm like, man, I finally am finding myself again to where I had lost myself for such a long time. So things that maybe that we are afraid to try, or maybe because of things that life has took away from us that we haven't been able to try, or we haven't been able to do for a long time, why not start today? That's just my random talk for today. And I would appreciate it if you would hit that bell notification and subscribe if you like this kind of content. And also, I'm going to put a link in the description below how you can support this channel. Y'all have a great day.